Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Today we got breakthrough on Battlefield and just my thoughts on the mode and a couple concerns. First is obviously what is breakthrough? What's the point of the mode and sorts and stuff like that? So I'll get into it. So here are a couple of my thoughts on the mode itself. Obviously, playing it so many times, you start to develop your play style with it and just how the you just understand how it works over time. So my kind of thing about it is that if you're playing on a good map, right, you want to let the match flow through all of the sectors, whether that's 1 through 4 or 1 through 3, whatever, how many sectors a map has. So it's just, for example, take Liberation Peak. It has 3 sectors. Um, So you play through all 3, right? And um as you play through all the sectors, uh depending on, like, if I go through sector 1 and I lose fucking 50 lives, and then you gain that sector back, like you win the sector, you gain 50, like you gain what you lost. So, and they call it tickets. So the lives are tickets, I guess. So, you basically play through all 3. You get to the last sector. When you play through all 3, and if you play through it fast enough, you have a certain amount of lives. Let's just say sometimes, if it's a good match, you'll get through all the sectors and you'll have like at least 170 plus tickets or 160 plus tickets. Like, you have some time to play with at that point, and there's no point in rushing it. Like, you don't have to, fire through all the sectors and then you get like 6 kills, or low. You don't even encounter much when you play that fast. You don't encounter much, like, and the whole point is that you, you have a certain amount of lives through all the sectors. You get through when Once you get through all of them, you have a large lump sum of tickets. And when you have that, it lets you stretch the match out like far enough. Like, the match you're playing lasts a lot longer. I mean, this can result in, like, you have more kills and you're able to control the flow, the tempo of the match, which is ultimately what you want to do. Uh, I mean, wouldn't a gameplay better, like, if you played through all the sectors really, really fast, right? And you are like, when you get to when you're getting from the second to third sector, you have um let's say 150 tickets. You have like a large amount of time within that. You don't have to, burn through the match and just, get to the end as fast as possible. That's not the point of the mode, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else has other counter thoughts on that, but that's just the way I see that mode, is that you have to get through all the sectors. You have that large amount of tickets, and you're able to play with that amount of time. So, I mean, obviously that's the goal. You want to get through the map, you want to get through all the sectors, and then you have a lot of lives to play with. Therefore, leading you can, have more kills in the match. And then obviously there's counters to this, and there's a couple things. Um, a lot of times I notice that, sometimes defensive teams, they they're not expecting that pace of play. They're not expecting that pushing tempo, and sometimes the defensive team on breakthrough tends to give up a lot easier, uh, and because they're not used to that speed. Sometimes you really like you, and you really want to, as much as possible, you want to, push the tempo on the attack side. and you want to, push that pace of play, which is the goal, and you get to that last sector and you have more time to play with. Um, because like one of the things is like you play the match throughout, right? You get through all the sectors and you already have that large amount of tickets, and you're just burning through the match. Like you want to finish, you want to get to that last sector, you want to obtain it, whatever. And that's to me, like that's just like ridiculous. Like that's why would you would want to, milk the cow as much as you can in that, especially if it's a good game. Like you got to be smart about it. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Um and I have two gameplays I just played like literally 10 minutes ago. One match was good, like fast enough, like it had good pace, and the defensive team was still like, fighting back. And like we were still able to get through the sectors and get through the match, but we played like we each sector, like you played a chunk of it, like a good chunk. It's not like you sped through it and just, I mean, if the defensive team is that bad, like obviously that there's a reason like why that match was the way it played. But like eh, it's just that breakthrough. I mean, I don't have experience with breakthrough on Battlefield 2042, and obviously I'm not a dedicated Battlefield creator, but like just playing the game and I enjoy it. But like that's just what I noticed from this mode, and I don't know if other people like have the same thoughts that I'm having or the same feeling. I don't know, but that's just what I feel on that mode. And uh, you basically want to, make the match last as long as possible because it's a good match and you're playing really well. And right, like both, I mean, if both teams are equally as good, the match will be fucking like amazing. Like it will be a fun match to play. Like I don't want to play a breakthrough match where it's just you just speed through the fucking sectors, like, and then you have like 10 kills. Like that's just ridiculous. Um, I had one gameplay on Manhattan Bridge. It's probably not of a map that's people are fond of, I guess, in that mode. I mean, there's some really good maps, there's some really bad maps. But I played through it and like it wasn't like it wasn't like, oh, we have to get through the sectors. Like we could play our time with it, like each sector, like maybe we lose B, we'll take A, like, or and then we'll eventually take both of them, like that's. And then the other gameplay on Liberation Peak, um it was very, very fast. It was just like we were ripping through the sectors, and uh, like each match is different. Each map is different. So the mode itself, like the the purpose of the mode is that you have your tickets, right? And you play through all the sectors, and when you get to the last sector, you have a large amount of tickets left to where you can really like milk it and play the time with it. So that I just think I think that's the point of breakthrough, honestly. I mean, and if you guys have any other ideas or thoughts in the comments, definitely let me know. But um, I got the two gameplays right after this, so enjoy.